Yeah. Who wants to hear a story? I know I do. Hey you, sitting there with nothing to do, why don't you come over here and maybe try something new? Yes you, don't waste your time just planting your seeds. Let's partake in FlameAmigo619 reads. You got a pick, he'll read ya, hilarity he'll feed ya, or maybe deep emotions, whatever the feeling doesn't matter. Either solo or with friends, we're going on a trip to faraway places, or maybe not, just take a tip from me. He does have some standards, they're not far-fetched, it's a stretch, so keep that in mind, don't be a bitch. So kick up your feet, find something comfy to sit in, and enjoy the show. Now let us begin.
Yeah. I actually figured we'd be back to this, but you know what? I don't care anymore. This is, I believe, episode 7 of the series. Don't ask why. We're doing these out of order for some weird reason because numbering is cool and stuff. I'm FlameAmigo619, ToonKriticY2K. This is FlameAmigo619 Reads. You should all know this. And today we got Will.
Help!
Joey.
Please let me go home!
Sage.
After this, I think I'll be locked up in an insane asylum for all eternity. Thanks a lot!
And Tanya.
I don't get paid enough for this.
And special guest Joe.
You're all gonna fucking die.
Stop reminding us!
No.
And the best part of today's episode is nobody knows exactly what we're going to be reading, which makes things much more easier for me because now you're going to find out exactly what you are reading. It is simply entitled Red Ducks. And it is a crossover love story between Duck and Rouge the Bat from Sonic.
Oh, hell no!
Excuse me! Excuse me!
Pardon?
Dude! Whoever wrote this! Just get a fucking girlfriend! Seriously! Are you desperate?
And get out of the house!
God!
So does this mean I'm Duck?
Yes.
And who's Rouge?
Tanya?
Oh no!
At least this one will have a happy ending?
Hope so.
Hope so.
Really
Hurry it up, let's
do.
get this over with. I got shit to do.
Okay, yeah, and also Oliver shows up for a cameo in this, so let's play that. Okay, Joe, I hope you're happy because what you're about to witness is our possible self-destruction.
Oh, he's getting out the popcorn, I can tell.
I know, I'm going to get it out too. Okay, let me just close the door.
Yes, you're going to die.
Duck the Great Western Engine was resting quietly in a siding. The sun shone down upon him, bathing him in a warm, friendly glow of light and warmth. You know, just for the record, starting it off all calmly and peaceful is only just denying the
It
inevitable
doesn't
here.
fucking help at all.
He had finished all of his work for the moment and was resting on call, waiting in the yards at a Holly Trolley, or whatever the fuck that is, until a job came in for him. With no one around to talk to him, Duck was taking the opportunity to catch up on some sleep before work caught up with him again.
This could ruin one of my favorite engines!
His thoughts were busy and muddled. Duck saw the engines in his mind working with him,
What?
Zach.
Zach?
Zach,
Zach!
My god, it was so bad that he died.
he broke!
And he dropped. Well, that concludes FlameAmigo619 episode 7.
Good night,
Everybody. Good night, everybody!
died.
Yeah!
Oh god, he really has dropped.
So we took
Motherfucker! Motherfucker! Skype is trying to make me not do this reading.
Come on, Skype! Keep working your magic, we beg you!
With no one around to talk to him, Duck was taking the opportunity to catch up on some sleep before work caught up with him again. His thoughts were busy and muddled. Duck saw the engines in his mind, working with him, talking to him, laughing with him, laughing at him, teasing him, castles and kings from years gone by, mocking him and his brothers, the news that his family was following back home, the engines sending him away while the diesel smirked with triumph. No one liked him, and no one could like him. Why do these stories have to be so depressing? There's always some emo character here.
And I, the happy guy, gotta be the one to play a emo duck. Fan-flippin-tastic.
Suddenly there was a great whoosh of wind, and Duck couldn't help but open his eyes, wincing at the new shock of the cool air against his tanks.
Oh, stupid wind. I was resting well, too.
Yes, you were. And you were so cute while you were doing it, too.
Duck jumped. He'd heard a voice. Looking to either side and directly in front of him, no one appeared to be around him.
Who that is?
No one replied. Duck, thinking that perhaps he had invented the whole thing, slowly began to drift off into a peaceful slumber once again. His thoughts began to change. The laughter of faceless engines and trucks from his past, the funny-looking tank engine. How strange he was with his pannier tanks, and how odd he was. Not a proper tank engine like Thomas or Percy, or Bell or Whiff. No, he
What
wasn't
can't
like
I
them.
fit in?
Exactly. No, he wasn't like them at all. Oh, God. Then suddenly he felt something very strange upon his brow. It felt like a pair of lips gently kissing his brow. Here we go.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
someone has a mustache fetish.
Blushing furiously, Doug wrinkled his brow and opened his eyes again.
All right, who's there? What are you doing? What's up? That's there. And could you go a bit lower next time?
Fine, if Joey wants to play this his way, we'll play it his way. But no reply came to him. Once again, all was silent and calm. Nothing appeared to be anywhere around him. The yards were empty, save for a few old trucks enjoying a nice nap in the sunshine. Ow!
Darling!
Oh, that hurt!
Don't tell me you
God.
got flesh on your foot
Leave
again!
it in. Leave it in.
Oh, my God. No, that was my big toe. Okay, I get it. You don't want me to read this fic. I don't give a shit. You
Leave
made
it
me
in.
lose
Listen to your feet! They are the wise ones!
my...
Yes,
Okay.
you're-
The yards were empty, save for a few old trucks enjoying a nice nap in the sunshine, and all the people were at the platforms. His crew had even gone away, checking on timetables in the station and getting refreshment to cool down. Duck was all alone. Until he suddenly saw the strangest sight before his eyes. Out of nowhere, it seemed, a white and tan-colored creature appeared before him and kissed him on the lips. The creature kissed him with deep passion, caressing his cheeks while kissing him, as Duck could only goggle in pure shock and surprise. He was powerless to do anything. I'm sorry, but what? Why is he dreaming about making out with Rouge the Bat? Why?
I
Like
don't
I
think
said,
he's
get the fuck
dreaming.
out of the house!
Then, without a word, the creature was gone again. Everything was still and calm once more. Duck blinked. Had it all been a dream? Had everything been just a strange vision from the heat of the day? Had he imagined the whole thing? He wasn't
No, he
entirely-
was smoking Polish coal.
Yes, and Polish coal is best coal. He wasn't entirely sure what had just happened, or indeed if anything had even happened at all. The tank engine groaned. Things were very strange indeed. Closing his eyes, Duck began to drift off into sleep once again, only this time his eyes were kept slightly open. Just in case. Now, if the fic had ended right here, I would have been so fucking pissed. But it isn't. We still got maybe about 2/3 of the way to go.
So, let me get this straight. You say you saw...
A strange creature flying through the air. I didn't think I saw.
Yeah, and you said it
It kissed me! It kissed me with the kissing and the brow and the lips and the and then it disappeared!
For those that were trying to take this fix seriously, I don't think it's gonna work right now. Oliver guffawed with laughter as Duck seethed in silence, while the Scottish twins also began to snort. Okay, they're just in the back.
We are Scottish. We do not care for such petty little things about it.
Well, drunk, you don't have an excuse for loose debates.
The tank engine's tale was not finding quite the same audience and respect that he had hoped for, as he attempted to explain what had happened to him. Looking back upon it, he knew that he sounded just as foolish as they no doubt saw him. Nevertheless, he knew what he had seen and what had happened, and was desperate for answers.
But what was it? What did I see? Have any of you ever seen such a creature like as the one I described?
You mean like a flying creature that likes to kiss steam engines? No, not ever.
Oliver roared with laughter.
Nothing like that ever existed before, and nothing like it ever will. I think you've been out in the sun too long, old friend. You may need to go in for a boiler flushing.
And that means he has to take a long piss and shit, I'm sure.
Isn't that what I just
So
said?
it involves taking his boiler and trying to stuff it down the toilet.
Well, fuck you too, uncharacteristically douchey Oliver.
Duck scowled.
And fuck the one who suggested this whole friggin' fic to me also. And also, I know what I saw, I think. It was very strange. It was white and tan with wings, I think. And small pointed ears. I think it may have been ... a bot.
Okay.
Maybe, Mr. Duck. That is what you saw.
Toad chimed in helpfully with a horribly dubbed lisp.
You could have seen a bat from one of the old sheds flying out, and it simply ran into you in its blindness.
Blindless.
Well, sorry,
My wrist.
well, sorry, Mr. Toad. It's not like that.
Jesus Christ.
This one had a full body and she did my taxes. And then she kissed me.
Duck couldn't help but blush deeply. He knew what his reaction to it had been.
Don't tell me you actually liked it!
Oliver snorted even more, but began to stop as Duck looked determined and resolute.
You did. You apparently saw something, and you did like it. That's so different.
I figured you wouldn't understand.
Said Duck darkly.
Yeah, believe me. How could you understand? There one could. I don't even understand it. But I have to live with it.
Whoa. Duck, easy. I wasn't saying anything about it.
Oliver backtracked quickly in another douchey move.
You were. Don't deny it. You were talking about me. You think I'm different. Not like other tank engines out there. The kids on Degrassi are gonna hate me for this. And you're right. I'm not. I'm stuffy and I'm stubborn and look funny to boot. But I know what I saw, and I know what I felt, and if I like it, what's the big fucking deal?
Nothing, Duck. Nothing at all.
Forget it. You don't understand. You all understand. I may never understand.
Oliver's calls to Duck were lost on him as he disappeared into the night. The tank engine needed some time to think about things. Looking worried for his friend, Oliver resolved to go out and try to find him in the morning and try to talk some sense into him and apologize. Closing his eyes, it was not long before sleep overtook him. No one saw a pair of eyes in the windows of the shed, filling with tears they quickly vanished. You know what? This fic right here is about to make me rage quit.
Why are you getting so pissed over it?
Why am I this doesn't make any fucking sense! None of this shit makes any fucking sense! Why is Rouge the Bat a fucking Sonic character from another universe? Why is Rouge the Bat so instantly in love with someone she doesn't even know. Why is Duck in love? And he doesn't... Why is this even getting funny?
I take it back.
Don't
I
you
like
get the
this
mallet?
fic. I'm glad to be a part of it.
I'm continuing. I only gave up on one fic in the past. I'm not gonna give up on this, but it hurts
I'm
like
pretty
that.
sure you will right when it gets to the good part.
A cold, dark sighting on the edge of the yards. Duck groaned wearily. Things had gotten far too confusing for him. Everything was so strange. He had been kissed by a strange bat-like creature. And he had liked it? Enjoyed it? Wanted more? He didn't even know what had kissed him. Or if it was even real.
What's wrong, sweetie?
Came a voice from somewhere close to him. The duck...
Ding dong, hello. Oh, wait, sorry, please go on.
Duck froze. It was the same voice that I whispered so sweetly and softly to him before. In she-warm sun... What the hell? In she-warm sun, okay. No, it couldn't be. It could not be the same voice, but it was.
What is it?
Show yourself, says the guy who's actually having fun reading this fic.
Wait, what?
Duck said bravely, trying to remain calm.
I'm having fun because Zach is over there crying. Let me
I
see
am
you.
not crying at this, not yet.
He's crying like a bitch.
Oh dear.
Anyways,
Yeah, wait.
let me see you.
Of course, sweetie.
Said the voice, and then the creature appeared before him. Duck goggled. He could do little else except stare at this bizarre and yet unique creature that had appeared before him. Okay, I can do this. This was something he had never seen before. It looked like a bat in some ways, but had the build of a very beautiful woman in others. Oh, Jesus. Certainly, she had big round eyes and full lips, but they were paired with a set of pointed wings and ears. Wearing a pink and black skin-tight suit and a pair of long white boots, she was the strangest and yet most beautiful thing he had ever seen in his life.
Aye.
Duck was unable to say anymore, for the creature had flown closer to him.
Aye.
Feeling his face flush deeply, the tank engine simply closed his eyes from pure confusion, embarrassment, and distress from his inner feelings.
Open your eyes and look at me.
Duck was helpless to resist. Opening his eyes slowly, he saw the creature inches from his face. She looked so beautiful and lovely to him at that moment that he couldn't help himself from accepting her kiss. The instant his lips met hers, he knew instantly that it no longer mattered if he was never believed or accepted by any of his friends again. All he knew now was this in the here and now, and that he was truly content and happy.
You're a very good kisser.
The creature softly at Duck.
My name is Rouge, and I've been watching you for a very long time, Duck. Stalker much? I've seen you and like you a lot. You're not stuffy or stubborn. You're cute and different and kind and caring. And I really love you.
Nope! Nope! I'm done! Bye-bye! Nope!
There you have it, folks! Ladies and gentlemen, this has been FlameAmigo619 Reads Episode 7. We hope you enjoyed this. We are very certain that you did not. We don't give a shit either way. Good night!
That
Let's
picture's
continue.
not shit?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
No.
What do you mean?
Yep.
Let's continue.
What do you mean, let's continue?
Yeah, sorry about that. I just needed to take my brain out and flush out what I had just read. Okay, this story makes no fucking sense, but you know what? It is my duty to finish this story no matter how bad it is, so let's just keep doing this shit.
Round 2.
We blind for you.
Round 2. It took Duck a moment to come up with anything to say to this. He was simply overwhelmed with different emotions. He was unsure if he was going to cry from it.
How did you... Sorry, that was my penis talking, not me. How did you get here?
Duck finally asked, lost in her eyes.
You're not from around here.
Rouge looked thoughtful for a moment, almost morose. I don't even know what that word is. In an instant, Duck felt that he had spoken out of line until she began to explain.
I lived in a different world with different creatures. It was a very strange place, Duck, but lovely, until an evil man named Dr. Robotnik created a machine that hit me with its beam. I don't know exactly how it worked, or why it did, or even what he was planning to do with it. All I know is that I ended up here.
I'm so sorry.
Duck felt dreadful. He could scarce imagine what it would have been like to lose one's entire life in an instant.
Thank you, sweetie. It's not your fault, though. Sometimes I really do miss it all.
For a moment, Rouge simply took deep breaths to calm herself, snuggling into Duck and calming herself.
How can she snuggle into him? He's made of metal.
No shit!
I'm not complaining.
Of course you're not! I'm about ready to the door if this doesn't give a good explanation as to why Rouge has such a huge stalker crush. If I don't get an explanation for this, I'm done. For good.
But then, when I realized I could not return, I decided to make a new life here. I've lived in these woods and have managed to get lots of my own supplies to keep me safe and well here. I didn't think anyone would like it if I simply paraded myself through town, would they?
God.
Okay, that's somewhat of an explanation. Duck chuckled, agreeing.
They're not used to such strange things as that. Automatically you're strange, mind.
He added quickly upon seeing her face.
I mean, you're very, very, very pretty. I mean, for a badly lady, female, bad thing with bad and lying. I mean,
The poor engine was becoming more and more flustered as he struggled for words, something that certainly never happened before. Rouge giggled.
You love me, don't you?
Oh, shit!
Suck. Okay, I'm dead.
The kiss.
How can he love her? This does not make any fucking sense. This whole story makes bullshit.
Save your rants for afterwards. We're in the home stretch.
absolutely.
Oh, look at that! Tanya died!
No, she didn't. She's back.
Damn it!
So have I, Duck, for a long time. I know it's a bit different, us liking each other, but how is it wrong, really?
Oh, I can think of a few good reasons!
How is this?
I can think of a few reasons that are backed up by science, but seeing as how we're putting Zach in a corner crying, I don't really care right now.
Duck was lost in her eyes, flushed with color.
That's been strange out there. You love me, I love you. Julia Roberts loves herself to death. What's wrong with it?
What's right with it is a better question. He got banned from DeviantArt for these stories.
I am not surprised. Rouge softly kissed Duck's lips, who responded with a gentle, quiet passion. His lips caressed hers, his tongue being very gentle and soft against hers as they continued to kiss each other. The baby trembled the way Duck was treating her. No one had ever treated her like this before.
Rouge is just like eating a giant steak right now.
Such gentle restraint and deep committed love and care for her very being. She had known, of course, through watching him that he was kind of a caring engine, but never had she realized how deep and caring he would be. It was a surprise to Duck when Rouge started to cry into him. Soon he realized why. She was deeply in love with him. The funny-looking tank engine. For whatever reason, she loved him with all of her heart. Though she did not even know him, or perhaps she did. She had been watching him for a long time. She had seen him go about his everyday business in life. She clearly saw things in him no one else could, things that made him feel happy to be alive. It was in that instant that he knew. He loved her. Whispering words of kindness and love into her ear, Duck stayed with Rouge in the siding all night. As they fell asleep together, she resting on his bumper beam and curled up in utter contentment. For the first time since landing in this world, he dozing with pure happiness and strong love for her. Nothing would ever be the same again for either of them. In that one moment, everything in their own respective worlds had changed. However, neither of them would regret it, and neither of them would ever be willing to change it. Fuck this! I'm done. I'm done.
You see what you did? Whoever you are, train master 64, whatever. You... Shame on you!
You better hope I don't
Shame on
find
you!
If I do.
And fuck you, Joe, for recommending this too!
Now don't get me wrong. I still think this fanfic sucks beans.
Good.
Okay.
This fanfic is perhaps the stupidest fucking thing I've ever written. Or actually not written, read. I can't even say anything right today. This is the stupidest fanfic that I've ever fucking read in my life. It's a stupid fucking crossover. I don't know why the hell you wanted me to read this, Joe, but this shit is wrong. This shit is wrong. You don't cross over Thomas and Sonic. The last thing you need to do is start having Doug and... What?
Zach? You asked for fucked up Thomas fanfics. I gave you fucked up Thomas fanfics.
He asked for fucked up fics. He didn't explicitly say they have to be about Thomas.
But hey, he asked for it.
Okay, admittedly I did ask for it, but I was not expecting this. I only gave this fic to you guys on the idea alone. I didn't think he was actually serious. Now that I've actually read the story... You know what? This is why I'm not in the Thomas community anymore. For people who write shit like this. This is why I don't make Thomas read-ups anymore.
You better give us some fucking awards for having to sit through this with you.
Nah.
Nah, go get cookies.
Yay, cookies. That's
What kind of cookies?
Oatmeal.
Ew, nobody likes oatmeal.
Oatmeal is not a cookie!
I know.
What do you get in this? You don't get jack shit out of this. You people voluntarily decided to be a part of this series. You signed a contract to be in this series.
There was no
I
fucking
signed
contract.
nothing!
And just like there wasn't a fucking contract for Game Show Carnival 2, bitch, but I signed up anyway. This has been another stupid fucking episode of FlameAmigo619 Reads. In all honesty, I don't know what the hell we're going to read for the next 3 episodes. I think we might even end this series right here. But knowing me, there's still plenty of fanfics out there that are stupid and or good that need to be read. I'm sure there's probably dozens of more Thomas fanfics, but I'm not going to read another Thomas.
Stupidly hilarious one next. Like that one with the WWE and Sesame Street. That was hilariously stupid.
You, Mr. Hang on, I gotta scroll up to get your name again. You, Mr. Trainmaster 64, you, sir, are fucked up. I hope you're watching this. I hope you somehow find this and see what kind of shit your work is doing to people. I've had it. I'm done with Thomas. I was done with Thomas before. I'm done with Thomas now. Okay, episode fucking over. I'm out. I'm out. Fuck this.
Bye, guys!
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.